So we're 4 days into September. I predicted that things would go well for the Trump campaign in September. Actually, things didn't go all that well for the Harris campaign in August. They didn't get the big post-convention bump they thought they would get. In fact, a big-time two pollsters, actually, who correctly called the 2016 and 2020 elections, say Kamala is decelerating in the battleground states. She's losing momentum, which paves the way for President Trump to reach 296 electoral votes and a big victory in November. Now, polls don't decide elections. We got a long way to go. Well, a lot could happen. The big night is going to be the debate this coming Tuesday night. And I just pulled something off. I'm very excited about this. I'm real proud of myself. I'm patting myself on the back today. We've got a debate watch party in Seminole, Florida that I'm going to host. Over at the Studio Movie Grill, big, plush, beautiful seats. We're going to do the walkthrough, I think, later today or tomorrow. I'm going to go over there with Robert Haley and Joe Weaver and the team and Zuli, and we're going to map it all out. And only about 100, I think there's 117 seats in the movie theater. Once they're gone, they're gone. We're going to watch the debate on the big screen. This is going to be one of the biggest political events of our lifetime. And I just pulled something off. We're going to have door prizes. So you get a ticket and you come join us. We're going to give away door prizes, including a personally autographed MAGA baseball cap signed by President Trump himself. Somebody in that theater is going to get a memento of all mementos, a personally signed baseball cap by the 45th President of the United States. So I urge you to get your tickets quickly because they're going fast. I was talking to my buddy David. I think David and his wife Rosie are going to come. Tracy's going. Oh, Tracy had 4 seats and 2 of her friends can't go. I might give away a pair today on the show just because we already paid for them, so I might give a pair to somebody. But if you want to go right now to theanswertampa.com to order your seats. Big plush movie seats. It's the Studio Movie Grill in Seminole, Florida. All the information is available on the website. And order your tickets now because somebody in that theater Tuesday night, besides having a great time, I'll be commentating and narrating. We're going to be doing hits with Larry Elder, and Larry's going to talk to us, and we're going to talk to Larry. Larry's not going to be there in person. You're stuck with little old me and Bill Bunkley from our sister station here in Tampa. So great, great guy. But come out and join us, and we're going to give away door prizes, and somebody's going to get a signed baseball cap that was signed by the man himself, President Donald J. Trump. So for tickets, go to theanswertampa.com. I'm just warning you, when they're gone, they're gone. Don't put this off to the last minute because you're going to miss out. It's going to be the epic political event of the year. So go to theanswertampa.com to order your tickets for the debate watch party hosted by yours truly, Mike Gallagher. Looking forward to seeing you at the Studio Movie Grill in Seminole this coming Tuesday night. Again, for tickets, go to theanswertampa.com. Now, another pollster, Jim McLaughlin, told Newsmax yesterday that the national polls that show Kamala with a slight lead are due to the fact that the media is undersampling Republicans and they're undersampling Trump voters. In other words, they're oversampling people who hate Trump. Host Chris Salcedo showed McLaughlin a poll from ABC that showed Harris leading Trump by 4. McLaughlin said it's important to know that only 29% of the sample in that poll were self-identified Republicans. So, the polls are designed to either discourage or encourage you. Jesse Waters said something yesterday that cracked me up. He said, I only follow the polls that show Trump winning. I thought, I can relate. I feel the same way. But look, we're going to see, we're 2 months away. November 5th is coming. And a lot of weird things are happening. A lot of strange things are happening. For example, the Democrats' decision to attack Gold Star families, the loved ones of the 13 service members who were killed in Afghanistan. This awful, awful tragedy. And these Gold Star families are being attacked by Kamala Harris. They're being attacked by, John McCain's son. Jimmy McCain who's the enlisted son of the late John McCain, told CNN he changed his voter registration to Democrat and he plans to cast his ballot against Donald Trump. Now, I've been thinking, let me play this for you. This is John McCain's son, Jimmy. He was a Marine. He has served in Afghanistan. Like his dad, he has served his country in the military. Here's what he said. This is John McCain's son. Here's what he said on CNN.
Arlington Cemetery is sacred to all people who are members of the military, all people who have served in the uniform. It's a sacred area. There's 3 generations of McCains that are buried there. It's a violation because these rules are set in place. The people who are buried there don't have an opinion. The point of Arlington Cemetery is to go and show respect for the men and women who have given their lives to this country. When you make it political, you take away the respect of the people who are there.
Now, we know by now the facts surrounding this Arlington story. And incidentally, just for the record, I have no desire to attack Jim McCain, Senator McCain's son. I've got no desire to insult him or attack him. I'll only say that it's fascinating to me, the psychology of what happens to people who hate Donald Trump. Jim McCain knows he's attacking the Gold Star families who invited Trump to Arlington to honor their loved ones. He knows by now that it was the families who wanted photographers during that wreath-laying ceremony. He knows all that. And I'm not a psychologist, but it's my theory, and I want to open up the phones to you to find out what you think of my theory. It's my theory that in the hatred that consumes people who are against Donald Trump, they don't mind attacking, smearing, insulting, and denigrating more than half the country. Look, if you believe the polls, more than half the country, or I'll even stipulate for Kamala Harris supporters or Democrats who might be watching and listening to me right now, let's at least say half the country, because it's real tight right now. All the polling says, very close. Jim McCain doesn't mind smearing half the country that supports Donald Trump. More importantly, Jim McCain, who has served presumably honorably for years in the military, whose father served, his dad was a war hero, he doesn't mind smearing the Gold Star families. In other words, his hatred and loathing, and incidentally, you got to understand why the McCains hate Donald Trump. There's no mystery there. There's a history. McCain and Trump hated each other. McCain said nasty things. A lot of people believe that the late John McCain was responsible for the Steele dossier. He handed it over to the FBI and said, have at it and all this crap. I don't know. I don't want to get into all that. Let's just acknowledge that Trump and the McCains hate each other. But here's a guy who has served for years in the military who does not mind smearing the Gold Star families, the grieving, loving members of this Gold Star community who invited Trump to Arlington. They also invited Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, but they were no-shows, wouldn't even return the calls. I'm not even going to play the John McCain commercial from 1999 featuring Jim McCain's dad, Senator McCain, strolling through Arlington National Cemetery for a campaign ad. This poor guy is so consumed with hate and so unaware of his own family, he doesn't apparently know that his own dad did a spot. I don't want to play it. I don't even care. I don't even care. Doesn't matter. Don't even play it, Christian. Because you know what? That's beside the point. The point is the hatred of Donald Trump turns, like my friend Mark Davis always says, smart people into stupid people, and it takes nice people and makes them mean. And Jim McCain's attack on the families who lost their loved ones in Afghanistan is a perfect example. This is Jimmy McCain's endorsement of Kamala Harris and denouncing Donald Trump and attacking the Gold Star families and Trump for that Arlington cemetery event confirms what we've been saying all along. Trump derangement syndrome is real. The hatred of Donald Trump makes smart people do stupid things. And most importantly, it takes otherwise nice people and makes them mean.
Mike Gallagher.
Everybody's mad at me for not playing the John McCain spot, so I will. All right, I'll play it. You spoke. My text line blew up saying, Mike, Christian was right. We should play the John McCain spot. So you got Senator John McCain's son, Jimmy McCain, told CNN he changed his voter registration to Democrat and plans to cast his ballot against Donald Trump. And his reason, he claims, well, Arlington is sacred ground. Can't do a campaign-style event at Arlington. There wasn't any campaign event at Arlington. But this is the desperate way people trying to stop Trump are behaving. So here it is. This is from 1999. Jimmy McCain asked for it. Here he is complaining last night on CNN about Trump filming a political ad in Arlington. Well, now, Jimmy McCain, what do you say about your dad?
He returned home, spirit unbroken, again devoting himself to his country. Navy officer, congressman, senator, taking on the establishment and defying special interests, and never forgetting those heroes with whom he served. Today, John McCain is ready to lead America into the new century. His mission to fundamentally reform government. More experience and more courage than anyone. Ready to be president and leader of the free world.
I swear to you that from my first day in office to the last breath I draw, I will do everything in my power to make you proud of your government.
John McCain for president.
So that commercial featured him strolling through Arlington National Cemetery, looking at the tombstones. So evidently Jimmy McCain believes that Arlington's only sacred and Trump is somehow an ogre when he does it, but when his own late father did it in 1999, that's A-okay. Trump derangement syndrome makes people irrational. Larry's in one open line, 800-655-MIKE. Larry in Philly. Hi, Larry.
Mike, how you doing?
I'm good. How
you?
you?
First, I want to thank you for you and for the news that you cover every morning that I listen to.
Thank you, Larry. You're very kind.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you at the Fuge next month.
Hey,
I'm
we
the
got.
guy in the red.
I'm going to look for you. You're the guy in the what?
In the red scooter.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll look forward to you with a Fuge, one of our favorite places. You're going to be one of our stops on the Battleground Tour in October.
I'm going to be there.
Good.
Again, thank you for the news that you cover in the morning.
God bless you.
Basically, he is cutting off his nose to spite his face. It's amazing how much hatred people have in them. It's actually sad.
Well, and why would Jimmy McCain want to smear Gold Star families? Larry, that's what I don't get.
Yeah, and you are correct. And again, I thank you for the news. You really enlighten me every morning.
You are so kind. Well, I can't wait to shake your hand at the Fuge. We got the Battleground Talkers Tour coming up. We're all going to be out there. Hewitt, Elder, Gorka, Charlie Kirk. We start in Detroit on Monday, October 21st. Then we go to Columbus, then Pittsburgh, then Philly, then Atlanta, then Sarasota, off to Phoenix. For tickets, you got to order. Don't miss out. Battlegroundtour.com. Reserve your seats now before they're gone. Battlegroundtour.com.